Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Geek Culture Congress. I'm one of your hosts, always, Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, accompanied by my good friend, Mr. Tarek Lewis, actor and comedian extraordinaire, writer, screenwriter, director, everything that you can imagine in the world of entertainment. Mr. Tarek Lewis has his finger on it. How you doing, sir? Welcome to the show.
I'm not doing bad, man. I'm not doing bad at all.
Good. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. Tell me what's up, man, before we get into the show, man. Have you been watching anything? Anything you're excited about right now? How you been?
I finally finished Walking Dead 1.
Oh, okay. All right. Wait, any final thoughts? Final feelings about the ending of Walking Dead? And
yeah, I think a lot of people checked out a while ago.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure I'm not more mad about the ending. Because you know how mad everybody was about Game of Thrones ending.
Right.
Yeah, this was up there with some of the.
Oh, really?
You know,
like pissed off and stuff. Like
I'm
what the
not
heck
pissed
did I just
off.
watch?
I'm just surprised that more people aren't.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. But there are some spin-offs coming also.
Right.
There are more additional Walking Dead spin-offs. So yeah, I'm watching that right now. I'm watching Last of Us. I'm not sure if we're gonna get on that.
Yeah. Yeah, by all means, you can go all the way into it, and talk about it. I don't know what the heck is happening to my lights.
I'm not. I only saw the first episode.
Okay, no, that's good. That's perfect. You give us your take on the first episode and how you feel about it. You matter of fact, you can jump into it before anybody else jumps in the show.
Yeah, very dope. I thought Last of Us was very dope for one episode. Not a lot of action, but great performances. A lot of good setup. Yeah, I thought it was a great debut. Not familiar with the video game, so I mean I know of the video game, but I did not play the video game.
But you didn't, yeah. So you never played the video game. You're just familiar.
Yeah, I'm just watching it as a show.
Okay.
But that's what I'm currently excited about right now.
What somebody was trying to tell me or trying to explain to me, that it's kind of like Walking Dead meets Resident Evil.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to watch it, but then I feel like it's gonna be sad and depressing, and I don't know if we need that right now. You know what I mean?
You can always watch Robotech right after this, Speedy. Cheer yourself up. I know
no, I don't want to be depressed. Then have to cheer myself up. I don't know. I find it
interesting. Like, I haven't seen the second episode yet, but
okay. So definitely, out of 5 stars, what'd you give it? Anybody who's debating?
I'll go 4.5 on the first episode.
Wow, dang, is that lit? It claps like that?
Yeah. I'm going 4.5 on the first episode. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right.
The jump scares, the setups. It seems like it's going to be pretty. I like when characters get killed, like main characters get killed, and it seems like they're going to be doing that. So we'll see.
All right. Cool. That's dope. I'm really into the C on Apple Plus, the final season 3. I'm kind of midway through it right now. I know you already watched it already, and you already told us about it. But
yes.
I'm really into it, man. It's really, 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 really good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm trying to figure out what. There's a ghost shutting on and off my lights.
Yeah, it's The Last of Us. It's the cast of The Last of Us trying to get you to watch it.
Well, I'll eventually watch it. I probably will. I don't know. We'll see. Did
so
you check
you're liking
out
C?
Yeah, I am liking C. C is actually really, really good. Just watching like the acting chops of Jason Momoa, like he's really improved, man.
Right.
Yeah, man, like really good. And just this 3rd season is just like the beats of it are just like bam, 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 bam. Like it doesn't even give you a chance to, speak bad about it or think bad about it. You know what I mean? Like it's on to the next beat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right now, right now where I'm at right now, I think I'm on episode 4, I believe. Yeah. And I think there's only 6, episodes in the season, 6 or 7, something like that. I don't remember. I gotta look.
There's 7 episodes in the season.
Yeah. It sounds right. Yeah, definitely enjoying it. I enjoy the take. Well, since the beginning, we watched it since season 1. Since the first episode, the whole take of them, the post-apocalyptic Earth, the re finding themselves again as humanity, and accepting seed. I think sight people are witches and dangerous and stuff like that, which technically they kind of are, from a certain point of view, right? So somebody who's blind, I'd be scared of them if I was blind.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, man. It's a really, really well done show. And I'm kind of sad that it's the last season. Like I said, that's done.
Nah, go out decent. That's all I always say, man. Go out decent.
Cool. I'm gonna savor it. I'm gonna savor it, and hopefully it's gonna be good. Did you check out that finally we got that Mandalorian season 3 trailer, official trailer? Did you check it out?
I've not been able to watch the trailer yet.
Oh, okay, we're gonna do it together, baby. We're gonna do it together, live on the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is Tarek Lewis official. What's the word I'm looking for?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Reaction to the season 3 Mandalorian trailer. Oh, but wait a second, we got a latecomer to the show, Mr. Joy Franchise. How you doing, sir?
Welcome to the show. You're a little late. Had to take care of the child.
No, it's good, man. You got a
they
real
need to be taken care of.
You got a real it needs to be taken care of by all means, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, brother, on the show.
Oh, man.
Before we get into, let me take away the Mandalorian trailer here for a second. Before we get into that, go ahead and if you watching anything and you want to catch up on anything that you want to tell us about that you were checking out, movies, shows, whatever you want.
That I've been checking out.
Yeah, anything.
Well, one show. I mean, I hope we get to talk about it. If not later on the show, but going forward is The Last of Us. Very good.
Yeah. Well, Tara kind of talked about episode 1, and he loved it. He gave it 4.5 stars. How you feel about it?
I'm right there with it. I think it's still building. So, but I already liked what I saw. I think Pedro Pascal is awesome. I think the girl is really good. Very very, very. It's a very gritty series, and it's dope. And I think it's everything that I think Walking Dead lost.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shots fired.
So,
Wow.
I think they're re-imaging how we view these post-apocalyptic zombie kind of movies.
Yeah.
And I think off the one episode, I haven't watched the second one just yet, but I think they're executing it pretty well.
Dope. Tarek's what I had heard, and I told Tarek, and he agreed that what I heard was right, is that it was kind of like a mix of the feel of it's a zombie show, right? But the feel is kind of like Walking Dead mixed with Resident Evil, right? Is that the kind of feel you got from it?
Yeah, but the drama too with it is awesome. Like what they've been building now. I mean, I played I'm very familiar with a lot of the scenes and dialogue that is in the show, and you saw a lot of that in episode 1. And there's a few I saw on social media, a few clips from episode 2 that are similar to the game as well. But I think what's cool is it's creating all this extra, tension. You got this post-apocalyptic world, and you got people that are revolting against what the new world order is, and like in the Fireflies. So like I said, if you enjoy Walking Dead, like the very beginnings, I think this show is going to probably be that times 10. And I think they're going to tell a very good story. I think they got a very good cast. And I think the sky's the limit for this show. And I think they can, between, there's 2 games. I haven't played the second one yet. I haven't beat the second one yet. So, story to tell. And I think they're going to, kind of spread it out pretty well.
Dope, man. All right. I kind of wasn't going to check it out. And I'm feeling like I will eventually get around to it. Maybe I'm just waiting for some more episodes. Yeah.
That's where I was at. I think I was going to because some of these video games that good. I mean, Mortal Kombat, I enjoyed it, but I understand the general public wasn't really into it. Yeah. But there are also some things they could have tweaked in the story that could have made it a little bit more, better. But, it is what it is. Uncharted was a little as well. And, it's been kind of a letdown in a sense. I think it's been like the video game adapted movies have just been starting here and just kind of tiptoeing its way to making a nice solid body of work in the on screen, and I think
Mhm.
Last of Us is doing right, and I think that's how they should do it as far as video games adaptations, because you think about it, you playing video games for how long it takes you to beat these storyline games,
Some
like
3 or 4 hours sometimes, depending on the game.
depends on the
At least
game, but
two.
like
Yeah.
but
At
when you
least two.
but when you're guys like us who have like other shit going on,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
takes
yeah.
Yeah.
a longer time, so you can get through so much story, or you can beat a level, and okay, I'm good. I'll pick up tomorrow, and it just progressively day by day, and it's similar to like at least the way we
Right.
approach the video game, the storyline video games. So I think that's how they should approach it with a lot of these things. Like Mortal Kombat, I feel like should be an HBO Max series.
Yeah.
Uncharted should probably be an HBO Max, and I think you can
Fair
probably
enough.
squeeze out. I mean, there's so much story to tell in Mortal Kombat. You could do quite a few seasons, like on some Game
Oh
of
yeah.
Thrones
Oh,
shit.
you know what? You know what really claps on for Mortal Kombat is the animated those newer animated Warner Brothers animation movies
Yeah,
Those
that
are
they
pretty
had come out
decent.
with. They're pretty decent.
yeah. I
They're
heard
not
there
bad.
was the Scorpion one was I heard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're actually really good, man. I enjoyed them. Every time I see it pop up, I'm like, oh, let me watch this.
But
I think they came out with like 3 of them already.
I think that might be the trend though. Like I think what Last of Us might accomplish, especially now with I heard the ratings went up like 320 something percent for episode 2. So
Yeah.
are tapped into this shit that HBO Max for for the games that they do have on hand to do on a bigger scale on the screen. I think they should really aim towards doing it on HBO Max. I don't think it would hurt, because I think what's happening is like the box office is they're not really like succeeding. I mean, you saw when they tried to redo it, didn't do anything.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
I think it's just that
hard
long
watching.
form style of storytelling is hard to translate in just to a hour and a 2 hour movie. You know what I mean? Or even 3 hour movie sometimes.
Right.
You know.
Speed said he wasn't going to watch it because he didn't want to be depressed.
Yeah, I didn't.
Isn't
Yeah.
I don't know,
It
man.
was a downer. The first episode in the beginning.
You see what I mean?
It was a downer.
You see
I
what
mean, it's cutthroat.
But it was in the. I mean, it
Yeah.
was in the game.
It's a zombie show, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster, death, apocalyptic, right? Yeah.
I mean, on a lighter note, we got some. I think an idea like what the new Flash movie is going to look like, or who the villain is. And it's going to be like, So I guess there's, the toys are starting to, the toy leaks are starting to drop. So apparently they're going to combine. Is it like a deep cut from the Flash comics? And it's going to be a dark Flash as the villain. So it's like a combination
not quite
of reverse.
Yeah.
It's a combination of Reverse Flash, and I forgot the other darker one where he goes deep into the Time Force, and it consumes him.
Yeah, Savitar.
And he turns black. Yeah.
Oh no, the black one is different. Well, the Savitar, in the Arrowverse, he kind of looks like metallic. They didn't do him black. They did him kind of more metallic in the Arrowverse, the Flash show, the CW Flash show. But I think in a comic book,
they referred to him as Zoom at one point. It wasn't that one of the villains who was basically Reverse Flash, right?
I think Zoom is Reverse Flash.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, because so a lot of them are similar because they got to have that speed to be able to challenge him. Some are completely different. Like challenge him on Flash's Rogues Gallery. Challenge him on a mental level, like a mind level, challenging, strategy wise, like a Gorilla Grodd, stuff like that. And then there's the other ones that challenge him, his powers by his speed force and stuff like that. So, I think Zoom is kind of like both, because he's also like a doctor too, right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of like a doctor, and he has speed force powers and stuff like that. I'm not too well versed in the Flash stuff and the comic book stuff, but I know
But yeah, the villain will be he's labeled from the toy leak. He's labeled as Dark Flash, and it's literally like, I mean, I think we could pull it up on the web. I don't know if you can pull it up on your end.
Yeah,
I have it on my side. Let me see if I can share my screen here.
Yes, it'll be a Dark Flash. So it's basically gonna be that it's spoiler alert, just in case, but take it with a grain of salt. It's presumed to be the multiverse version of Flash. So the Flash that exists in Michael Keaton's Batman universe, or the Burtonverse.
Let's see.
So this guy, Dark Flash, that Barry Allen he just discovered his powers and he hasn't become Flash just yet.
Okay. Well, see that version right there. That's the CW version.
The one that I saw them like kind of compare. Right. Shout out to Emergency Awesome, who I was who kind of broke it down of different combinations of the Flash or the like Reverse Flash or the Flash villains.
Right.
Yeah. That is supposed to kind of
and I think in the comic book he does look like that, like he's a
integrated version.
Right.
And toy leaks, man.
Yep.
Yeah, the toys always get
toys. They're like, oh, we gotta put it out.
Toy leaks be snitching
it out there.
But it's actually made me hype because I mean I guess it's gonna be like a multitude of villains. Zod from the Man of Steel, Zod, is set to be in this movie too. And instead of Superman, it's gonna be Supergirl. So there's that scene. There's that scene in the trailer for The Flash that came out. That came out a while back, where Barry's in that red room and he's like intrigued by what he's looking at. Like he's just like kind of in a hypnosis. Like, holy shit, what the fuck am I looking at?
Right.
He's like stuck, and apparently that's either Supergirl or I think it's Zod that was captured, and he's in Batman's whatever, like his Batcave.
I'm really excited about it. I mean, other than the long wait we've had so far for the movie, you know what I mean? I'm kind of excited just to watch it, at least to see what it was about,
So this end of the month, James Gunn is set to do the DC slate. So
and
it's supposed to happen real soon.
He just posted something. He responded to a fan on Twitter again, talking about like all the roles that he's gonna fulfill, things like that. About that he has like hundreds and hundreds of roles that he's gonna fill, and that the person on Twitter was asking him, please don't cast anyone from Guardians of the Galaxy. Please cast new actors, fresh actors. And he responded to that, and I kind of want to share it. James.
How would we feel if James Gunn took the entire Guardians cast and put them in DC movies?
He probably will. I'd like
not probably all at once, but like slowly kind of put them in place.
He's definitely going to do that.
I wouldn't be mad at Zoe Saldana as like Vixen. I wouldn't be.
Yeah, I really.
What if he cast her as Wonder Woman?
Oof, that would be upsetting because she's slight of build. Be mad. Some people were mad about
Gal Gadot.
Some people were saying she's not big enough to be Wonder Woman.
I want to share this. Let's see if we can do it. There you go. There's the quote from James Gunn. He was responding to a fan on Twitter. Please don't encourage Guardians of the Galaxy cast to follow you to DCU. Find fresh actors. And he said, we have hundreds of roles to cast that I've always done. Some will be brand new faces. Some will be actors I've worked with before. And some will be actors who I've never worked with. What matters most is the actor fits the role and they're easy to work with. So, I mean, much more.
One thing we do know, one thing we can expect, and it's so crazy because Jason Momoa just got on IG, and he apparently he left the meeting with James Gunn and DC Studios, and like immediately after he just jumped on IG, took a video himself, just excited about what he's doing, and he hinted at being in multiple roles in DC. So it's official that he's going to stay on as Aquaman. So Aquaman will survive the James Gunn reboot. And he's also going to play there. And a lot of people are speculating that he's going to be Lobo and that James Gunn is going to fulfill that. Yep, there you go.
And there you go. There's an article right there from our friends at geekositymag.com. Shouts out to Mikey Sutton. Jason Momoa overjoyed over positive DC future after Aquaman 2. That is an ad that we're going to delete. And it was pretty, interesting what he actually posted. It's like, or I'll always be Aquaman was pretty much what he posted, but he's really excited about other stuff that could happen.
Which is cool. He could do. I think he could. I mean, Marvel did it. I mean, granted, it wasn't in Marvel Studios, but Marvel did it with Josh Brolin with Thanos and Cable.
Right.
And now that's canon to MCU.
Yeah, so his quote was, "I got some really good news, great news with Warner Brothers. Amazing, wish I could tell you, but here it is. Peter, I love you. James, I love you. They've been to the future." Okay. He's lit. He's hype. He's hype. He got an insight into the future, and if he's excited, I'm here for it. I kind of was like, I don't know, man. But we'll see. You'll see how it goes. What do you think about Tarek? What do you think about Jason Momoa's excitement about he just recently had a meeting with Peter Safran and James Gunn. He was super excited. He did a little video on Instagram and sharing all the great news. And he says, "Wish I could tell you." Should we be encouraged by that?
I think so, man. You were talking about him earlier,
Mm-hmm.
as his role in C. He's shown some chops as an actor. I think he's got a big following, female and male male following.
Yeah. Females come out, boy. They come out.
They come out for Jason Momoa.
They come out with Jason Momoa, baby.
You gotta let your girl watch, man. You can't say nothing about it. But
here you go. I'll always be Aquaman. The rumors are I'll always be Aquaman. Ain't anyone coming in there and taking SIS shit. And then there might be some other characters too. I can play other things too. I can be funny and savage and charming once in a while. Okay.
Funny and savage and charming. See, look, now you got me reading it and everything. Is it gonna be Vandal Savage?
You know what? That actually might be kind of dope. I didn't take that take. That would be kind of dope if he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish he would play somebody that would need some makeup and change kind of the way he looks.
A lot of people want him to play Lobo.
Yeah, if he does Lobo,
you can
like
alternate.
that, I think that would be dope.
They can CGI his face to not make him look like, himself or Aquaman.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool and Juggernaut in Deadpool 2. He was just lending his voice to the Juggernaut character.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, by all means, yeah, anything could be done.
We got to give James Gunn some grace. We got to give him and his team time to sort this out.
Yeah.
This is why I understand why DC fans are like, tight about the change and tight about the reboot. Granted, I know there's like, it's a friendly competition, but there's competition between Marvel and DC. Marvel has executed their stories a lot better than DC and transitioned better on screen, like by far, like by a mile, over beating DC's ass right now in that world. Like the problem is DC wasn't really having no structure. You had people that were, you had the studio cutting the movie, obviously for whatever reasons, for timing and stuff like that. You got guys that are in and out. You don't know if they want to come back. Ben Affleck's like, I want to write Batman. Oh, you don't want to let me write Batman? All right, I'm out of as Batman. Oh, I'll come back and do a cameo for this movie. And it's like there's just no structure whatsoever in the DC world. And even some of the movies, the continuity just kind of feels forced. And I felt that with like the Shazam movie. I didn't feel like Shazam was really a part of what the DCEU was doing. You had all these darker tone movies, and here's this, I get it, like it's a kid's kind of movie, like it's Tom Hanks big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't fit with the continuity, to me at least, the way the DCU was rolling, and just feel like, this thing is all over the place. So now to like scrap it, reboot it, get a guy who is actually. It's like what you do in the NFL, man, or the NBA. You got these coaches.
Yeah. You got to refresh. You got to change the culture. You got to change the culture.
James Gunn was part of that Marvel team, and he knows how they do things. And he's been around Kevin Feige enough to be like, he makes solid movies. Guardians is very good. It's a Suicide Squad I enjoyed. Let him rock.
I believe his brother made Brightburn.
Yes.
Yeah.
He So it's in his family, which Brightburn I think is an interesting. I always love that as a spin on that whole universe.
So
also, so
let's throw a hypothetical. If Guardians of the Galaxy 3 slaps, like it's like the best thing since sliced bread, will the DC fandom finally be like, okay, or it will unite and be like, all right, yeah, let's see what he does for DC?
No, they're gonna be salty regardless. That's why you should ignore him.
Regardless? Right,
Yeah,
hypothetical. This is hypothetical.
Yeah, that's why they should ignore him. Yeah, then they're gonna be salty regardless. People are acting like
they almost as worse as Star Wars fans right now.
They're acting like it was going well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least Star Wars fans want change. The DC fans wanted to stay the same, and then complain about it the way it was. Like, you didn't like it, you weren't supporting it. It wasn't very good. So just let the change happen. So
yeah.
Is it weird that I'm more hyped up to see how this Flash movie turns out and how it resets everything? Like, I'm more hyped for that movie in a sense, just because out of curiosity than anything else. I think it's Flash and Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for me.
I'm more hyped for Flash than I am for Ant-Man. I will say that. I'm not saying it's going to be better, but I'm very curious, like, how much this is going to reset. I think we've seen so many multiverses in Marvel already that the novelty is wearing off a little bit for me. But I do want to see Kang in full force. And the curious, we all want to see mutants or Fantastic Four or something. We're all going to be looking for that. But as far as a film, I'm just curious, why is DC so adamant on making sure the Flash movie comes out? Like, it seems like a movie that would have been scrapped. So there must be something they really like.
They spent too much money on it, and the potential of them fixing, rebooting with it because of the nature of the Flash, the way his powers work and the backstory of the Flash character. It's just it's a convenient shoehorn. There you go. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good one, Speedy.
Or a convenient MacGuffin. There you go. It's a convenient MacGuffin to change everything. It's like, well, he messed up everything. Now it changed.
Yeah.
So, and I have a feeling like, and also they also have the potential of the multiverse stuff to just go even crazier than what we've seen with Marvel, just to try and one up, to be like, oh no, DC is the pinnacle of the multiverse idea. You know what I mean? The originators of the multiverse idea. So I think they're gonna feel like, oh no, Marvel's doing the multiverse, we gotta do it even crazier. Take it to the next level.
They got the tools to do it, and I think what this Flash movie pretty much, it reboots things. It's kind of the anchor to James Gunn creating, this reboot. I think what it all leads to at the end of the day, maybe years down the road or a few years down the road, will probably be a Crisis on Infinite Earth situation.
Oh yeah,
I think that's
definitely the route they're going.
That's what this Flash movie will.
Yeah, I think he wants to do Kingdom Come. He wants to do Crisis. He wants to do all that stuff. Yeah, so I think that's all happening, or maybe a combination of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see a live action version of Owlman wearing Batman's ass out.
I don't know if they'll include the Watchmen stuff into the DC. I think it kind of like sits well by itself. I know in the comic books they have.
No, not Watchmen. There's an alternate version.
Oh
of
yeah,
Batman
there is an alternate.
Owlman. Yeah. Watchmen is Night Owl. There's an alternate version of Batman called Owlman.
Owlman.
And in one of the animated films, he was beating shit out of Batman. It was great.
Yeah, he was.
So.
Yeah. Let's get into what we didn't get into last time we were here, or last time I was here. The Mandalorian trailer, baby. The official trailer got dropped. Yeah. And Tarek has not watched it. Joey, you've watched it already?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
This is the way.
Well, what is his reaction? And we're going to run it. There you go. I'm going to actually put the audio on. Hold on.
What are we?
Start from the beginning there.
Our people are scattered. Like stars in the galaxy. What are we?
I like that.
What do we stand for?
I kind of like that. This I like this scene right here. There's all kinds of different. It seems like there's all kinds of different Mandalorians from, like this one. These that have the different colors. They're if I remember correctly, they're not quite Bo-Katan's people. They're like the other group. I forget the name of them now, but I just think it's interesting that he's standing there with them. I wonder if he's gonna get.
Mandalorians not just learning about how to fight.
Some great shots already.
You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy.
I think it's cool. It's kind of. It's obviously, if you watch the Book of Boba Fett, he learned. Yeah, Grogu left the tutelage of Luke to be with the Mandalorian. So I guess the Mandalorian's kind of like teaching him how to be a Mandalorian, right?
That way, you'll never be lost.
Kind of cool,
you know those guys. I'm still mad he's in his little ass ship.
Hey, he goes fast. I understand how do you good bounty
Mandalore, so that I may be forgiven for my transgressions.
Mandalore still exists.
Yeah, the Mandalore still exists, but it's all bombed out.
May the force be with you.
I wonder what they're celebrating.
This is
here.
the
There's
way.
like a fireworks show. I wonder what that
There's something
It's probably
dangerous
massive
happening
destruction,
right there.
Speedy.
And by the time it
Like
becomes
fireworks
big
to me.
enough for you to act,
is. They're setting up something there. Something big. By the time big enough for you to act, it's gonna be too late or whatever. That's dope. Little Order 66 action there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be. These are TIE interceptors.
Hang on, kid.
And see, he wasn't flying. What ship was he flying there? That was a different ship.
It looked a little different.
Yeah.
It looked like one of those little alternate bombing ships.
It's a double frick, baby. That's the money. That's the money shot right there.
That's your boy. That's your boy, Speedy.
This is the way.
This is the other money shot. We got two money shots right here. This is where he turns to the dark side. He rips that dude apart.
Yeah, that looks lit.
Yeah, is it gonna be dope?
That looks really good. That's a very well done trailer. Kudos to the editing team over there at Industrial Light, whoever did that. That was an ill trailer.
Baba Frick, baby. That's all I gotta say. It's gonna make it's the next marketing machine.
You're the only one excited about that, Speedy. It's a whole damn 12 Mandalorians,
you're gonna see everything.
Baby Yoda.
The socks, the shirts with Baba Frick all over it, baby.
You up here talking about this human flea. Wherever Baba Frick is.
We're gonna do a whole breakdown just on Baba Frick when the show comes out, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Star Wars is their shows have been really good. You know, they haven't missed yet as far as I'm concerned. Boba Fett was probably the weakest, the book of Boba, whatever it was called. That was probably the weakest one, but it wasn't weak.
AKA Mandalorian season 2.5.
Yeah, right. So I'm looking forward to the Ahsoka Tano show. And yeah, that's a dope trailer.
What do you think, Joey? I know you already watched it already, but give us your feeling.
I think it's gonna be great, man. Like Derek said, they haven't really missed, and Mandalorian kind of is the it's I don't know, like it's really setting the tone and has really created a new space for Star Wars to really flourish and continue to, you know, like we've spoken before, just tell new stories. And I'm glad that people are gravitating towards the Mandalorian and Andor and Boba Fett. You know, like, you know, you think of Star Wars, you think of lightsabers, and it's good to see, like, you know, nobody's really, you know, there's no lightsabers
Some
involved, and
stuff.
it's good to rebrand, you know, the Star Wars brand, and they're doing a good job.
I think even people who probably don't really care about the Star Wars lore per se kind of check out The Mandalorian just because it's kind of like a different take. It's kind of like a Western. It's a space Western, you know?
Yeah.
Or a Lone Wolf and Cub story, you know, too, at the same time, you know? It's, you know, it's good, different, and I think people appreciate that for its uniqueness. The same way they appreciate Andor, I guess. Andor is a little bit different kind of Star Wars show, different take of a different Star Wars show as well, you know?
Andor was like watching Homeland.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Andor remind me of like a 24. What was the show called? 24.
Like a political
watching
thriller.
24.
Like
Yeah.
a political thriller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think that's it, man. That's all I got for the show today, man. Unless I'm forgetting about something, anything you guys else want to talk about or whatever
I
you feel
know.
like.
I know Joey doesn't do the animated shows, and I know you're
Nah.
not up on it yet, Speedy. But
I'm not.
Vox
I'm behind.
Machina, Vox Machina on Amazon Prime is back for season 2.
Oh yes, I need to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been pretty dope so far.
It's been pretty good, really.
Yeah.
All right.
But I wouldn't
That's
press
good.
anybody to watch it. I enjoy it. I think it's good.
It's coming out a new episode every Friday, right?
Yeah. But they released
Yes,
the first 3. They released the
there's
first 3
3 of-
episodes
Okay.
this past
well,
Friday.
dang.
So this week will be episode 4.
Okay. So I could watch 3 episodes. Dope. All right. I
You can
was
watch
gonna
3
wait.
episodes,
I was assuming that there was only one there, and I was like, oh, I'll wait longer
No,
so I could binge
you're
it
good.
all.
You got time.
All right. Good. Dope.
So before we
anything-
go, real quick, ask
No,
y'all a
go ahead.
question. Should
Yeah.
I watch Uncharted? Is it even worth me watching? I haven't watched Uncharted.
I haven't
think-
watched it either.
It's like a diet national treasure.
A diet national treasure.
Yeah,
But if you don't like diet
it's
stuff,
national, it's
don't watch
national treasure. If Nicolas Cage can do stunts, his own stunts,
yeah, okay.
he
Okay.
ain't really doing. He ain't doing no stunts like that in National Treasure at all. Barely.
Yeah.
This
Now
is
that you
like
brought-
action packed. It looks exactly like the video game. I'll give Uncharted that. It wasn't
Now that-
bad in the sense of how true it stuck to the video game
Mhm.
from the way Drake moved in the game, and I think Tom Holland, he's great at what he does. He's fucking Spider-Man. So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, right.
he's already
He's a
and he
gymnast.
does
Yeah.
he does he's limber. So I think it's like a diet version of National Treasure. Kind of give you those same vibes, a lot more action. But I think if you had to choose between either or, I mean, National Treasure is a better movie because it has a better story. The second one was
Yeah.
trash though.
Okay.
But so, the one on Disney Plus now.
No.
Has
That one
anybody
was
watched
actually-
that?
I have. My
I have
girl
not.
my girl is heavy into that show, and
Really?
she's enjoying it.
Because
I'm behind probably like 2 episodes, but it's not bad. Like it's not great. I don't think the actors are that great. I think that it's solid for what it is.
because of Tarek's warning about Willow, and I stayed away from Willow. I'm wary now of anything else like that on Disney Plus. Minus the Mandalorian and probably Andor. And that's why I was like, I don't know if I should touch it or not. But are you watching it with her or no? You're just like, eh.
I'm
Wait
like, I'm just like, I'm like around when it's on. So
Okay.
Because I mean, I think Catherine Zeta-Jones is cool in it. They bring back some of the characters from the original stuff. Not Nick Cage, but they do hint at, at him in the show.
That's
But
cool.
like I said, it's just that I think the lead. You could tell she's still like fairly new. She's not bad, but she's not great. But it probably could also be the story. But I think it at times it keeps you hanging on, but at times you can fall away and be like, oh, okay, you lost me.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will check it out. I don't know.
It's a lot of
definitely on the
Yeah.
going down on my list of things that I want to
Yeah.
check out.
There's some like cheesy stuff, like teenage. It's
Yeah.
really a show trying to grab
Get
a
to the
younger
teen.
audience. Yeah.
Okay.
They do a lot of like kind of cheesy shit in the show. Like one of the guys that's part of her, like her roommate or like he's like a sneakerhead, and that's how he got lured in to by the bad guys. Like it was a little cheesy, but it was
Yeah,
funny, though.
some mad corny.
I even me being a sneakerhead, I probably wouldn't have fell for the shit that he fell for.
Yeah.
It wasn't believable.
Well, it's all
I'm
good,
also
guys.
real quick. I'm also watching new season of The Servant on Apple Plus.
Okay.
The Servant.
Yeah.
Quick, give
The
us
Servant.
the synopsis.
Of the entire series.
No. Oh yeah. Just entire series in a nutshell.
Well, yeah, essentially, it's a family, a well-to-do family. Well, one guy is a professional, a television chef. The other woman is a news reporter. Who they bring in. Their child has passed away, their baby, and they have like a little fake baby that to help them cope with the loss. And then they actually hire a nanny to take care of this fake baby. and something is up with the nanny. There's a cult following the girl. It's very possible that she's a devil or a demon or something like that, because all these strange things are happening around them, centered around this girl. And now they're on episode 3, and this girl is really coming into her own. I'm sorry, season 3. This girl's really coming into her own and not realizing she has ability. So it's a horror series, I would say.
Okay.
But it's a horror drama series. Interesting. It's very interesting. Ronald Weasley from Harry Potter is in there. He's one of the stars. Yeah.
All right.
It's good to see those guys get work.
Right?
Yeah.
They get labeled. They get labeled as like the Harry Potter kids all the time.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe is kind of thugged out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe go hard sometimes.
Oh man, that's all I got for the show, man. I think we hit everything we want to talk about. So let everybody know.
We got some rumor stuff.
Oh,
we got spoilers or rumored plot details for Armor Wars, Vision Quest, and Agatha, Coven of Chaos. So these have all been leaked. Instagram page, blog, Amazing Fantasy. So I'm gonna read off some of these spoilers real quick. These are spoilers for Agatha. So we're gonna start with Agatha, which is actually a show I'm intrigued about and see how they're gonna tell the story. But here's how it goes. So this is a potential spoilers ahead. So if you don't want to know what's going on, you don't want the show spoiled for you when it does come out, because there's gonna be some time before it does come out.
Here's your warning.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You hear me now?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. All right. So Agatha, Coven of Chaos. The series is set immediately after the events of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. These are all bullet points, by the way. The supposed death of Scarlet Witch has allowed Agatha to be freed from her Agnes character from WandaVision. The one that Wanda trapped her in at the end. Agatha finds herself as a hero by the residents of Westview, since they believe she freed them from Wanda's influence. Agatha also finds herself as a mother, having adopted a young teenage boy. He's being played by Joe Locke, and this is at the time when she was Agnes. The boy's name is Nicholas. Agatha does have a son named Nicholas Scratch in the comics, but in the show, the name is Nicholas. It's just an Easter egg, and was given to the boy after being adopted by Agnes. The boy's real name is Billy Kaplan.
Okay.
Billy Kaplan does not know about nor does he know about being Wiccan. Agatha also doesn't know that Billy is connected to Wanda. Tommy Shepard does not appear in the series, but he does exist and lives in New Jersey. While in the comics, Billy Kaplan and Tommy Shepard are the reincarnations of Billy and Tommy Maximoff. In the MCU, it is implied that Billy and Tommy Maximoff are the reincarnations of Billy Kaplan and Tommy Shepard. Wanda was able to pull their energies to create them while in the Westview anomaly. Billy has a boyfriend played by Miles Gutierrez Riley, but he's not Hulkling. He's an original character who will turn out to be a villain connected to Aubrey Plaza's character in the show. Aubrey Plaza's character is the threat. Go ahead.
Technically, he could be still the Hulkling. They could just develop it later, because the Hulkling is just a Skrull that likes the Hulk.
There's a Hulkling that we're gonna get into in
shape-shifting.
One of the other ones. Watch.
Okay.
So Aubrey Plaza's character is the threat of the series. She is a part of a coven who wishes to worship Wiccan.
Okay.
The prophesized Wiccan.
Prophesized. All right.
Yeah. Along with the rest of the Westview residents that we've seen in WandaVision, Evan Peters is Ralph Boner. Giggity. Also returns. It will be revealed that his name isn't actually Ralph Boner. While this may seem like a joke, Mephisto will also appear in the series played by Sacha Baron Cohen. That Mephisto will also appear in Ironheart as a source for the Hood's magic.
Elizabeth Olsen's Wanda Maximoff appears at the end of the series. It's revealed that she did not die at the end of Multiverse, but rather depowered. She came back to Westview for Agatha and meets Billy, later finding out that Billy is her son. The series ends with Billy rejecting to be the Coven's leader, and along with Agatha and Wanda, goes off to find his brother. That's the end. That's Agatha,
Okay.
Coven of Chaos. Rumored plot details, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. The source is on Instagram, Amazing Fantasy. Now here's Vision Quest.
But what's their track record
Vision
as far as like
Quest.
getting that stuff right?
I think. Well, he also does the content creator for MCU Direct, where it's not a bad track record.
Okay.
No. Yeah. So here we go with the series will serve as a prequel to the Young Avengers, as the Vision will try to regain his memories and humanity while also serve as the guiding voice for the new young team of Avengers. The series seems to be based on the Young Avengers issue that introduces Jonas, a version of Vision after his death, and the Avengers failsafe program. We will also see the return of Cassie Lang, Kate Bishop, Clinton Barton, Billy Kaplan, Agatha Harkness, and Wanda Maximoff. Tommy Shepard will make his debut in the series and will discover his connection to the Scarlet Witch and Vision. Iron Lad, Patriot, America Chavez, and Hulkling are not part of the team as of yet, although it's very likely they will join in the future for a Young Avengers project after the show. The film is also set after the fallout of Secret Invasion. Oh, wait, my bad. That was it for Vision. My bad. That was it for Vision Quest. Now here's Armor Wars. This is the last one. The film is set for Armor Wars. The film is set after the fallout of Secret Invasion. So very, very much important to watch that when it comes out. Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion ends with themselves in the middle of the Kree Skrull War. Damage Control will have a significant role in the film for Armor Wars as they have access to some of Stark's technology. Governments will try to use Stark tech, such as the Iron Man armors, to help them fight in the Kree Skrull War. However, James Rhodes will try to prevent this from happening, as per Tony's wishes to never have his tech be used as weapons of mass destruction. Here's the crazy part. Teddy Altman, Hulkling, will make his debut.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
And that's it.
I like it. I like it all so far.
After hearing that, Agatha seems a lot more interesting to me than I previously than I would say before. Yeah.
I was afraid it might be a prequel, not a sequel. But I think it's I think it's good that it's going forward.
Yeah, bro. I think that actually is pretty intriguing show. Yeah, I'm excited for that. The Vision Quest, I don't know how true that's gonna be. But I mean, they are trying to do Young Avengers shit, so it's like
I mean that's the direction they're going. If you figure that out, you know.
Which I'm not too big on Young Avengers, but I don't mind. I'm not a big fan of them in a comic book. It's just like
me neither. But I'm okay. I'm here for it. You know.
But the Armor Wars does sound exciting to me.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Like I think there's a lot of angles they can play up with Armor Wars, and I feel like War Machine always kind of got sunned. Iron Patriot, War Machine, whatever you come, he always kind of got sunned in the films. You know, so let Rhodey get some shine for once. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, good rumors. Good rumors. I think everything there was positive, man. I'm excited for everything that Marvel's coming with. I'm especially hyped for Secret Wars. I think Secret Wars is gonna be Secret Invasion. Sorry, Secret Wars, of course, but Secret Invasion is gonna be. I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be.
That's gonna be a series, correct? Yeah,
it's a series. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that's it for the show, man. I think unless Tarek, you got anything else that you might have forgot about?
No, I think we hit everything.
Cool, man. I think we hit everything we want to talk about today. Thank you so much for joining the live show. By all means, anybody, when you're watching the show, you can chime in and be a part of the conversation anytime. Shoot us a chat in the live show. Give us subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll see when we go live, and you'll be notified, and you can join us every time we're live on the show. If you're not into that, you can always follow the audio podcast. We got the audio podcast up on everywhere you like to listen to your podcasts. All the platforms. Just look for Geek Culture Congress podcast. Tarek, let everyone know on the audio version of this how they can follow you, sir.
My name is Tarek on Instagram and also on YouTube for show.
And Mr. Joey Franchise, I don't know how they can follow you, sir.
At Joey Franchise, Twitter, Instagram, and on Twitch.
All right. Of course, you can follow me at DJ Speedy JR. Follow the show, Geek Culture Congress. 3 words on Facebook. Put them together on Instagram. And, of course, just give us a subscribe on our YouTube channel. All right? Help us out, okay? And of course, you like the audio version? Yeah, give us a subscribe to our podcast feed and wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you so much for joining us here on Geek Culture Congress. And next week, what are we talking about? I don't know. Whatever else is popping in the rumor mill and news and geekdom, we'll be talking about it right here live on the show.
Watch
Last of Us?
Yes, dog. Watch Last of Us.
All right, I'm gonna check out the first episode at least. All right, no promises after that. Okay. All right, guys, y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Have a good night, everybody. Be safe. Peace.